Hello everyone, welcome back to the K-pop Fame channel. Today we'll be discussing some super exciting news for Ma Xiaoyu and Meng Na fans. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Shocking news has emerged from the Chinese entertainment world and has immediately taken social media by storm. Meng Na's name suddenly became a hot topic after news emerged that she allegedly experienced harassment in the workplace. Even more shocking, Ma Xiaoyu is said to have taken a firm and courageous stance in this sensitive situation. The public is torn between anger, sympathy, and curiosity. What exactly happened? And why was Ma Xiaoyu's action considered so bold and risky? In this video, we'll discuss the chronology, public reaction, and the significant impact of this still developing case. This news first surfaced from an anonymous post that was then linked to Meng Na's personal experience. In the post, it mentioned that a young female figure in the entertainment industry experienced inappropriate treatment in a professional setting. Although no names were directly named, many netizens began to connect the clues to Meng Na. These suspicions grew stronger when several fan accounts noticed changes in Meng Na's behavior on social media, including emotional posts and an unusual lull in public activity. As the rumors spread, public attention grew. Many fans felt angry and disappointed, not only because of the alleged harassment itself, but also because such cases were perceived as still occurring frequently and rarely achieving justice. Amidst this pressure, Meng Na reportedly chose to remain calm and not rash in issuing an official statement. This attitude actually gained public sympathy, as many believed she was trying to protect herself and her career. As the situation heated up, Ma Xiaoyu's name suddenly emerged and became a major focus. According to reports from various entertainment sources, Ma Xiaoyu reportedly did not remain silent. She was said to have openly shown support for Meng Na, both through her actions, implied statements, and concrete actions behind the scenes. In an entertainment industry known for its high pressure and strong hierarchy, this move was considered extremely courageous. Many believe that Ma Xiaoyu's actions could have serious consequences for herself. Public reaction to Ma Xiaoyu was very mixed. Most netizens praised her courage and cited her as an example of a public figure with empathy and integrity. Hashtag supporting Ma Xiaoyu and Meng Na quickly became popular on various social media platforms. Many comments stated that this was exactly what the entertainment industry needed, the courage to stand by the victim, rather than choosing to remain silent for personal safety. However, many were skeptical. Some netizens reminded that the case was still alleged and that there had been no complete official statement from all parties involved. They urged the public not to jump to conclusions to avoid misinformation and potential defamation. Debate was inevitable, demonstrating the sensitive and complex nature of this issue. On the other hand, this case has reopened a broader discussion about the safety and protection of artists, especially women, in the entertainment industry. Many former industry workers have begun to speak out, sharing their personal experiences of pressure, verbal abuse, and inappropriate treatment that were previously considered open secrets. For many, what Meng Na experienced, if true, is not an isolated incident, but rather part of a long-standing, systemic problem. To date, Meng Na herself has reportedly remained cautious in making statements. This stance is considered reasonable considering the significant legal, psychological, and professional repercussions she may face. Support from figures like Ma Xiaoyu is especially meaningful, as it demonstrates that victims don't always have to fight alone. Many fans hope this courage will foster a safer and more humane work environment. This case has also had a direct impact on the public image of the Chinese entertainment industry. International media outlets are beginning to take notice, and industry observers believe that transparency and fair handling will be key to public trust going forward. If handled properly, this case has the potential to be a significant turning point in how the industry responds to harassment reports. As time passes, pressure on the relevant parties increases. The public is waiting for clarity, not only from Meng Na, but also from the agency and workplace allegedly involved. Many netizens believe that the silence of some parties is only exacerbating the situation. In an entertainment industry that relies heavily on image, silence is often perceived as a form of inaction. This is what has kept this case a hot topic and has been difficult to subside. some entertainment observers have suggested that Ma Xiaoyu's actions were not simply emotional, but rather a carefully considered decision. He is considered to understand the significant risks that can arise, from contractual pressures, work restrictions, and the possibility of being shunned by certain industry circles. However, that's precisely where his decisiveness lies. Many believe that Ma Xiaoyu chooses to prioritize humanitarian values over mere career convenience. Meanwhile, support for Meng Na continues to pour in from fans. The comments section is filled with messages of encouragement, prayers, and hopes for strength for her to face this difficult situation. Some fan communities even urge the public to be more empathetic and not to sensationalize this case. They remind us that behind the big names and the spotlight, there are people who can be mentally and emotionally scarred. This case has also sparked serious discussion about speaking out. Many netizens acknowledge that not all victims are able or ready to speak out openly. Social pressure, career threats, and fear of stigma often lead victims to choose silence. Therefore, Ma Xiaoyu's gesture is seen as a significant show of support, as it demonstrates that support can come from those closest to her or even industry colleagues. Interestingly, some within the entertainment industry are beginning to signal change. Calls are emerging for strengthening artist protection systems, including a safe and transparent reporting mechanism. While still just a topic, many hope that Meng Na's case can spark real reform, rather than simply a fleeting controversy that will be forgotten when new issues arise. She is seen as a symbol of courage and empathy, although some continue to caution the public against overestimating her own expectations. Many believe that, whatever the outcome, Ma Xiaoyu's actions have sent a powerful message that silence is not always the right choice. This case is slowly transforming from a mere celebrity issue to a broader social reflection. The public is beginning to ask, how long will harassment be considered an industry secret? And how many more victims must be hurt before real change occurs? These questions continue to resonate as the Meng Na case unfolds. Regardless of the outcome of this case, one thing is clear: Meng Na's story and Ma Xiaoyu's resolute stance have shaken the public consciousness. This isn't just celebrity gossip, but a true reflection of a larger issue behind the glitz and glamour of the entertainment world. Hopefully, the truth will be revealed, justice will be served, and the victims will receive the protection they deserve. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Don't forget to like, comment wisely, and subscribe to stay updated on the latest news from the Asian entertainment world.